Today it is Tuesday. It is March 21st. The year is 2020. And it's a beautiful, sort of cool day today here in Atlanta. A couple of things I'm going to tackle in this video. On Friday, Governor Kemp here in Georgia is going to reopen the state of Georgia and allow gyms and restaurants and barbershops and salons to open. People get their hair cut, tattoo parlors, all this stuff reopens on Friday. Although we do not have a cure or treatment for COVID-19 or the coronavirus, they decided that it's good to get people back getting their haircuts, going to gyms, getting tattoos. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to work out. We'll come back to that in a second. But first, let me start off. Yesterday, I was in Piedmont Park getting a little exercise, walking around the park, and I was approached by a porn actor by the name of Michael Hurd. Michael Hurd used to be a pastor in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. He had started a church. He was married to some guy. He was a pastor, preacher, motivational speaker in Ohio. He moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where he continued to do motivational speaking. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure if he was still a pastor here at one point or not, but I do know he was dating a guy named Ty who later on committed suicide. But he approached me at the park yesterday because he was angry because he said I did a video post or something about him. I can't even remember what I even said about him. And he was very upset about this for some odd reason. And he wanted to confront me about it. So I'm like, I'm sitting around my business. He's like, you know who I am? I'm looking at him like, yeah, I know who you are. I've seen your raw, naked porn videos all over Twitter. Yes, sir, I know who you are. And he's asking, because why didn't you just contact me? I'm like, why would I contact you? I don't know you like that. We're not friends in any type. This is my first time ever meeting you ever in my entire life. So why would I contact you to discuss something that a lot of you guys are doing, which is these filthy raw porn videos on Twitter, fans only. So we'll contact you for what? You are putting porn out there on the internet, and I made a comment about it and did a video about it. I don't even remember what the video was about. I have to go back and look at it. And he was highly upset. In the course of this conversation, he said that I was killing the gay community. I said, huh? I said, I'm killing the gay community? He said, yes, you're killing the gay community. I'm not having raw porn with anybody on no video, no place. I'm not having multiple sex partners and raw sex and recording it and putting it on Twitter for the whole wide world to see. How am I killing the gay community? What is going on with these homosexuals and their warped mind? How could you go from being a pastor, motivational speaker, to now doing raw porn acting? You're in raw porn, no condoms, fucking complete strangers. But I'm the person killing the gay community. These niggas are insane. These niggas are insane. And they're so quick to, and so if I had to tell them, I'm not the problem. The problem is you. You're the problem. You're angry with yourself. You're not angry with me. Because if you were happy with what you're doing, you wouldn't be confronting me about this. You just keep right on doing about what you do. You wouldn't be running around at Piedmont Park standing up here trying to cause a scene, which, y'all know I was not fazed. I'm looking at this man like he's crazy. I'm walking on back down the sidewalk. I'm thinking, all this drama over what? You have made a decision that you're going to get an income or whatever you're getting from doing it. You're promoting yourself on Instagram and Facebook as a motivational speaker, but on Twitter, you're actually performing raw pornography without any condoms with complete strangers. Now, I don't know how motivational speaker and raw pornography go hand in hand. I just don't get that. And I don't get how I'm killing the gay community, because I am against this type of foolishness. You can do what you want to do. You don't need my permission, and I will certainly don't need your permission to talk about your nasty ass either. These homosexuals are filthy here in Atlanta. Have you all paid attention to what's been going on up there in New York with them gay guys? Oh, they have been dropping dead left and right in the coronavirus pandemic. I've been watching these guys. I've seen these guys dying left and right up there. The vast majority of them guys are HIV positive. And it's taking them out left and right, left and right. I look, I said, there's another one. And there's another one. And there's another one. It is devastating New York right now. But Governor Kemp just reopened Atlanta, Georgia. So they can go back to doing haircuts, gym, life as usual. Restaurants will open next week. Restaurants and movie theaters will open next week. And people like this guy, Michael Hurd, will go back to doing what he does best, making filthy, nasty porn. See, the coronavirus pandemic isn't through with Atlanta, Georgia. And once he gets through this, before this year is out, it's going to sweep through this town. We're going to have a second and a third wave. And it's not going to be nice to these gay guys here in Atlanta because they live some filthy lifestyles. They'll fuck anything walking. They don't give a damn. Condom be damned. They ain't use no damn condom. But I'm killing the gay community. I was shocked like, is this nigga crazy? Something wrong with these homosexuals in here. Something really, literally is wrong with these guys. But keep an eye on Atlanta, and let's see what happens over the next few weeks and months as the coronavirus, because there is no cure for the coronavirus, COVID-19. It's going to continue to do its devastation here in town. As it continues to sweep, see, we passed the peak now, so that's everybody's not paying attention. Just because we passed the peak don't mean we have not passed deaths. There will still be more deaths and more people will contract it, and there will be more issues with this thing. We will have a second and third wave of coronavirus, as it's just a matter of time, because it hasn't gone anyplace. There's still people in New York City, they're still getting somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 people a day showing up at hospitals there. New York got it bad. We got over it fairly easy down here so far, but that is going to change. So, because people are not going to change their horrible, nasty, filthy habits. You can't social distance yourself from somebody and do raw porn. That don't work. You have to get require skin-to-skin contact with multiple sexual partners. So you got Atlanta is going to have a very serious problem here over the next few months. It's going to be a devastating problem, but I'm killing the gay community. The fuck that come from? A bunch of sex addicts here can't get their dick in their pants. They got to screw everything they meet. They have no desire to have. They're filthy. They live some very filthy lives here. And if New York is any indication of what's going to happen here, as this disease continues to sweep across this country, many cities like Atlanta, Chicago, New York, well, New York is getting it the worst now, but in other cities, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, as the disease continues to go through these areas and spread. I was reading a report last night where at a prison, they tested over 600 inmates and all 600 showed positive for COVID, for coronavirus. That's how contagious this disease is. So it's just a matter of time that as these states return to normal, they can't stay in lockdown forever. It's just financially, it's just not possible. Not in the United States, and they don't want to give nobody no money. What is $1,200? In other states, other countries, they're taking it far more serious and they're more concerned about the health of their people. They're giving them $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month. Here we're so worried about $1,200 and then trying to hurry up and get stuff. This is going to cause serious harm to the United States. As Georgia, South Carolina, and a couple of other places I just saw, there are 3 states that are about to open back up. And the coronavirus pandemic is going to have a very good time. It's just a matter of time. I mean, what were those 3 states? Anyway, there are 3 states that, I just saw it. 3 states are going to open back up. I know Georgia, one of them on Friday. I can say Friday you'll be able to get your haircut, go to your salon, tattoo parlor, gym. They kind of opened it the wrong way. I saw it's supposed to be like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and gyms was like phase 2, but Georgia did it differently. Like, it makes you wonder. It's like, okay, do they not know that there is no cure for this disease out there? That there's no treatment or cure at this point? They don't care though. They're not like that. Fuck it. We can go back and get your hair cut. Luckily, I can cut my own damn hair. Shit. Shape up my own beard. I ain't worried about that mess. The gym does concern me because you're talking about an environment of people in there, large groups of people. What are they going to do in these gyms? Limit how many people can come into the gym, and how do you keep a 6-foot distance from people in the gym? It's kind of like I'm trying to figure out how they're going to make this work at LA Fitness, because that's a fairly large place. And you sometimes might have 50, 60, 70, maybe 100 people in there at one time. How are they going to limit how many people can come into this gym and how many people can work out? Because the coronavirus ain't went no place. It's still here. So I'm trying to get a good understanding for this. But if New York City is any indication how that disease has spread through New York and how devastating it has been, will we see similar numbers throughout Georgia? Possibly. Who knows? We won't know until they open back up. But I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to see a second wave and then a third wave either later on this summer or this fall. And we might have a second shutdown, depending on how fast this disease is. And it all boils down to, my theory is that coronavirus or COVID-19 has been here since November, December. And through all the month of December, January, and February, it was making great strides across the state. And a lot of people died in January and December. A lot of people died in November, December, January, and February. But their deaths are not being counted towards coronavirus because they say, oh, they had the flu. They had pneumonia. They died from pneumonia. They attributed their death to the flu, not coronavirus. So maybe we are much further along. They said the peak ended up being April the 7th or 8th, which that possibly was the peak, because it had been here for months. But we'll know in a matter of weeks. As they open back up stuff, we'll see the numbers. If the numbers start spiking back up and people start getting sicker and going up in hospitals and people start dropping dead, it's weird how some people just drop dead. Literally just drop dead. There was a lady who worked at a correctional facility here in Atlanta, and she left work Friday and they found her Tuesday in her home dead. So did she show any symptoms? They said she was found dead in her home on Tuesday. She left work on a Friday. She was found dead in her home on Tuesday, and she did test positive coronavirus after they found her body. But prior to that, she had no symptoms. So she went from being no symptoms at all, to dead. What happened just that quickly? Did she have any? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Did she have any symptoms herself? Does she know of? We can't ask her. She's dead now, so we won't be getting an answer to that damn question. But there have been some suspicious deaths here in Atlanta. People I knew over the past few weeks that I'm thinking it was related to the coronavirus. But they just dropped dead. I was like, okay, well, what happened there? Literally just dropped dead. So something's not right here. But we'll know as time goes forward. As they reopen stuff up this week, which is kind of scary. But we'll know. We'll see. Everybody's determined. They have to. They can't. I completely understand. These businesses will go bankrupt. Restaurants will open next week. They can't stay in lockdown forever. They're going to have to do something, especially if they don't financially want to help or assist these people, these companies get back on their feet. I think we're going to have a second lockdown. And I think we're going to have a second and third wave of the coronavirus as more people, as it becomes more after it goes after people who, like I say in New York, I've seen a lot of people die in New York that I knew who were HIV positive. I'm looking at the timeline. I'm looking at the people I personally knew, and I'm thinking, okay, I know he was positive. I know this person was positive. And these people were younger than me. Some people in their late 20s, 30s, early 40s, dead and gone. So I'm just like, okay, well, what happened here? Somebody's like, well, that one guy died of natural causes. I said at 30, some early 32, 33 years of age, natural causes? Come on, man. No, that was no natural causes. That nigga died from the coronavirus. And we'll find out later on as they begin their autopsies and stuff. Some people, we may never know what took place. Because some family members are now starting to hide cause of death just like they did in the late 80s and 90s from HIV. People like, some people don't. It's unfortunate, but some people have this. They don't want the stigma of the coronavirus attached to their loved one's death. It's just the reality of it. I'd rather the truth be told than a lie. So we'll get to the bottom of the truth about, you got a lot of people dying in New York. A lot of people. And so, and not all of them, something's kind of strange. That many gay black men to die in New York City. And I'm just like, okay, this is a lot of folks. And I know in our community we have a large group of people who are living with HIV and other health elements also. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm killing the gay community. I'm still kind of gagging over Michael Hurd and his foolishness. He ripping and running all over Atlanta, having raw porn sex in videos up and down Twitter, and then on Instagram doing motivational speakers. That's how he asked me how did I find him. Well, I saw some of his videos on Instagram, some motivational speakers, and I thought they were interesting. I thought he was a nice looking brother. And what caught me was he had his shirt off. I'm like, he didn't stole my little, some of my videos had my shirt off. I said, look, he didn't stole the page from my little videos. And so I'm looking at his video. I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? And as I began to research him just to see, I saw other videos, and then that's how I ended up on his, and went from Facebook to Instagram, and Instagram went to Twitter. When I got to Twitter, I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? And this nigga over here having sex. I said, okay. First, I would have been fine with him just being a motivational speaker. I don't care. People can do what the hell they want to do. Just do, if doing pornography, raw porn is what you want to do, then knock yourself out. But don't get upset because people are questioning why. I've questioned a lot of guys did videos as to why all these guys are doing this raw porn. What is the purpose of this? What do they hope to gain from this besides some STDs? I mean, seriously. Ain't nobody running around having raw sex unless they definitely got HIV positive. No one in their right mind would be going around having that much raw unprotected sex unless they already are positive. Ain't enough prep in the whole wide world no, y'all, don't be that stupid. These guys are already positive. They live in a reckless lifestyle. And so here's an article. Georgia's risky coronavirus wager. So Georgia's taking a huge risk here. Georgia's reopening is a high-stakes public health bet and will likely please Trump, and it's going to kill a lot of people. Georgia's fervently pro-Trump governor's early breakout from a coronavirus shutdown is stirring fears of a deadly new wave of infections and warnings that he is derelict in his duty in acting on political motives. Republican Governor Brian Kemp plans to open nail salons, massage therapists, bowling alleys, and gyms Friday. Restaurants and movie theaters come back online statewide next Monday. The move, which is even more aggressive than President Donald Trump's optimistic call for a May 1st reopening, came after a week in which total U.S. pandemic deaths doubled to more than 42,000. Doubled. There is also no genuine sign that the peak state's duel with the virus is anywhere near over. Kemp acted as fellow southern states South Carolina and Tennessee also announced plans to ease some social distancing measures. They're making a dangerous bet with people's lives. The reopening decision is not just a huge risk for Kemp, but the most aggressive leap by a U.S. political leader to the reopening side of the conundrum that balances vicious job losses against shutdowns meant to suppress the virus as quickly as possible. It's a wager with the health and ultimately the lives of many Georgian citizens and potentially the frontline medical workers who will treat newly infected patients that Kemp admitted will catch the disease. He knows that open back up this economy and get these people back out in the streets to movie theaters, massage therapists, and barbershops and salons will infect more people. It also appears to flout the logic of epidemiology and warnings by the top government infectious disease specialist, Dr. Anthony Fauci, who was absent from the White House briefing Monday, that there's still a long way to go in battling the pandemic. So I guess he said, fuck it. Dr. Fauci ain't trying to make that motherfucker. He went and said, take him a nap. There is so far no vaccine or proven therapy for coronavirus, which can cause serious and fatal respiratory collapses in some patients. The only aggressive that's why aggressive social distancing is the only way to check the pathogen spread. Well, we'll see. He's doing it now, so let's see what happens. You know, will the coronavirus continue its march across Georgia? Will it continue to kill millions of people, thousands of people? No, yeah, ain't no doubt about that. But why would he reopen stuff? I could see if he had phased in opening certain jobs, getting people back working. But he actually opened up some of the most dangerous jobs: massage therapists, hair salons, barbershops, tattoo parlors. Like, okay, what is he doing? Is he trying to spread the disease deeper? Is he taking a bet that more black folks will die than white folks? Who knows? I don't know what this man is thinking. I'm trying to figure it out myself. You know. But I do know they can't keep the economy locked down forever. However, I think the way he's going about opening this up, the certain things that he opened up first, and kind of suspicious to me. I'm like, okay, now, come on now. I can see retail stores, certain jobs, people keeping practicing social distance and stuff like that. But he just threw it all the costumes to the wind, like, fuck it, let's go. So what happens in Georgia now? What will the coronavirus do? Well, we know what the coronavirus is going to do. It's the coronavirus. It's going to kill people. The coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus. It's the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus. You know what he does, y'all? The coronavirus, the coronavirus. It's going to kill people dead. It's the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus, the coronavirus. The coronavirus pandemic continues, and people will continue to die. That's just the way it is. See, I told y'all from the very beginning, these folks ain't never cared about our health. Brian Kemp never wanted the state to shut down the state of Georgia to begin with. He was pressured into doing it by Keisha Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, and other people. So you got the Democrats saying shut everything down. You got the Republicans saying, oh, no, we want this party to continue. Who's right, who's wrong? We're going to find out. My suggestion to you all, people who live in these states that are real, be careful. Be careful. Especially if you know you got some issues going on with your health. You can jump back in and out there if you want to. Jump on in there and swim across that water if you want to. You might drown in that water. They open up the deep end of the pool again. You can try to swim across if you want to. Or you can continue to do what's best to practice social distancing and keep yourself safe. I don't know the answer to that. Everybody going to find out on their own. Everybody will have their dance with the coronavirus. You better believe that. That day is coming. Like I said, me and Earl, we dance with the coronavirus. And we've already seen the effects of it. So it's just a matter of time before more and more people will also have to deal with the coronavirus, especially if they're determined to go about the way they're doing this wrong. And like I said, this is going to lead to a second shutdown. And you're going to see a second and third wave of coronavirus patients, deaths, peaking again. So we'll just see what happens. Anyway, today is Tuesday, it's April 21st. The year is 2020. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day.